Hello everyone, welcome back again to our channel Coders Arcade. In today's video, I'll be talking about one very important concept which is common to every programming language, no matter which programming language you are learning, but our focus will be learning that concept in Python, okay? So today's topic is JSON, okay? So JSON means JavaScript Object Notation. This will be our topic today. Before starting this, I like to request all of you to please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you receive notifications about the latest updates. Okay, and thank you for supporting us till now, and I hope you will be supporting us in future. And if you have any requests of videos that you want us to bring, you can post them in your comment section. I'll be very happy to make videos on the suggestions given by you. Okay, so let's get started. As I said, today's topic is JavaScript Object Notation. Okay, so that's called JSON. So what is actually JSON? So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Okay, it is actually a text format for storing and transporting data. Okay, let me just write it down for you. Transporting data. Okay, and it actually works like text format. Okay, it is used for storing and transporting data. And JSON is also very self-describing, and it is also very easy to understand. So that can also be one feature that you can note down. Self-describing and easy to understand. Okay, so these are the features, and let me take a simple example so that I can show you what I mean by JSON. Okay, so JSON is actually represented in key value pairs. Okay, remember that. So for a simple example, we can take like this. Say this is a string, and inside that I will take a Python dictionary, and just let us take something like keys and values. So name is the key, and let me take the value as say John. Okay, and then let me take one more key called age, and let me take the value as say 25 years. And the final one that I want to take is say, I can say height, and I can say 6 feet. Okay, so these are key and value pairs. You can see name John, age 25, and the height is 6 feet. Okay, so this is a simple example of JSON key and value pair. So name is the key, John is the value. Similarly, age and 25 and height and 6. This is a simple format of representing JSON. Okay, and whenever you are working with websites and any applications, you need to understand about JSON notation. Okay, JavaScript Object Notation, because it will be very handy. And here you can see it defines an object in this example with three properties: the name of the person, the age, and the height. And the values are inside this. You can see here, right? So this is a basic example. And now the first thing you need to understand that when you are trying to convert JSON to JavaScript object, you need to pass them. Okay, pass the JSON to JavaScript object. This is very important in order to read the data properly. So if we pass the object, the readability of the object increases. Okay, so what I mean by pass is when you pass the data, it becomes a JavaScript object. Okay, then the readability increases, and it's very easy to understand also. So life becomes very easy. Okay, so some other characters about JSON are something like this. Let me write it here only. So it is a text format for storing and transporting data, as I have already written. Okay, so you can also say that JSON is used to send data between computers. Fine. And also you can understand one more important feature, which is JSON is language independent. Okay, This is a very important feature of JSON. You can read the JSON data in any language. It is language independent. So you can convert that from any language to JSON object. Okay. So that helps us to actually pass the data into a JavaScript object so that it makes it more readable. Okay. So I have already created a folder. You can see Python JSON. Here I will show you how you can actually interact with JSON objects in Python. Okay. So for that, we have a built-in module in Python called JSON. So normally what you do for third-party libraries, we use the pip, right? Pip install that particular module name. But in case of this, JSON is a built-in library. So you just have to import it. That's all you have to do. Okay. So let us try to do something like that. I will just show you how you can store a normal Python data type or a dictionary into a JSON file. Okay. So for that, let me create a new Python file, say p1. Okay. So this will be the first part of the video, guys. Here I will be showing you how you can convert a dictionary of some data having keys and values into a JSON object. Okay. In the next part, I will show you how you can load that particular JSON data from a JSON file into a normal Python object so that you can read the data from a JSON file. Okay. Now currently I will be showing you how to convert a normal data into a JSON file. Then I will show you how to read data from a JSON file. Okay. So let's see. I will zoom it. And here, first thing first, let me create a dictionary. Say mydict is equal to. So as I showed you earlier, dictionary will be in the JSON format, right? So I have to write something like this. Say I'm writing people, and here the data that I have will be something like one more dictionary. Let me show you what I mean by this. So you can see here I'm writing a dictionary, and here I will give the data something like this. Try to understand what I'm doing. Okay. So these will be the properties. Name, let me say Ben. Okay. Then I'll give a comma for the second one. Say age colon say 23 comma, and then the say height, let it be say 5.6. Okay. So similarly, if you want multiple data, what we can do is, let me just copy the step and I will just paste it here. Okay. So you have to properly format that. For that, you just press the tab. Done. Let me just have one more and paste it here. Okay. Now let me change the names. Say Bob, and let me say Alice. Okay. And let me change the data here. Say it is 25. Let it be 29, and let it be 5.8. Let this be 5.9. Okay. So here you can see we have three dictionaries inside the people list, and that is actually a bigger dictionary. So people is the object here. Inside this list we have three individual dictionaries, you can see, right? And they are separated using this comma. So this is a simple format of JSON. Now for the time being, this is not represented in a JSON. Okay, this is just a simple dictionary in Python. Okay, but I will show you how you can convert this into a JSON string. So for that, first of all, we have to import the JSON module. So import JSON. Okay, you can see it is a built-in module. We don't have to do any third-party installations. Now this is done. Now there are two important methods inside the JSON module. They are, let me just write it down for you, loads and dumps. Okay, so as it says, loads is for loading the data, dumps is for dumping the data from our program into a JSON file. Okay. So currently I will be using the dumps method. So let me create a JSON string is equal to, I will simply say JSON dot dumps. You can see dumps is there and we have loads. So we will be using dumps right now. Here I will just pass my dictionary. Okay. And then if you are aware of the file handling concepts, then I will show you what I'm going to use. So I will just say with open, and I will give a file name like my underscore data dot JSON, and I will give the mode to be write mode because I'm writing some data into it as f. Here I will simply say f dot write. What do I need to write here? I need to write this JSON string. Okay, so that's it, guys. Now if I run this program, you will see what happens, but before that, let me tell you what I've done actually. So right now we had this particular dictionary which had some data. These are the objects or the elements, first one, second one, and the third one, right? So let me indent this properly as well. Okay, that is done. Now after that, I am converting this JSON object, or I am actually converting this dictionary into a particular JSON object. By this JSON.dumps, I am dumping this dictionary into this string. That means this will be totally converted into a string. Now after that, I am writing that into a file that I created, my data.json, in the write mode. And you know, right, when you use this with command, we don't have to close the file. Otherwise, we have to write f.close all the times. Guys, if you don't know all the basics of file handling, I will give you a link in my description and also in the I button about a complete tutorial on file handling in Python. You can go ahead and look at that, and then you can come back and watch this video. Okay. So now if I show you my project panel, you can see I have Python JSON directory and p1.py. I don't have any my data.json. Okay. Let me run this and show you what I get. So you can see it finished with exit code 0. There are no errors. Now if I minimize this, you can see I have got a file called mydata.json. Okay, let me open this. You can see there is a catch here. The data is coming in a single line, right, guys? You can see here. Let me zoom it a little bit. Yes, this is coming in a single line. It's so awkward. Suppose if you have more data, then it will be very difficult for you to read the data. In that case, I will just show you one more important thing. Let me close this file. And here, this json.dumps function, it takes two arguments. The second one is actually indent. Okay, if you give an indent of 2, now let's see what happens. Let me run this. So this finished with exit code 0. Let me minimize this now, and let's go back here. And if you see here, if I open this, now see, it has beautifully indented by 2 steps. You can see 2 indents are there. Similarly, if you just say indent equal to 4, it will indent it by 4 tabs. It will look even more better. Let me run this here, and let me open the JSON file again so that you can see this. Yeah, here you can see this has proper 4-step indentation. Okay, so this is actually a multiple of 2 or 4 or whatever you want. By default, it should be 2 or 4, which works perfectly fine. Or else you can take any other data as well. If I say 3, let's see what happens. Okay, let me open this. See, this thing is an indent of 3, but doesn't look that good. So better we keep it to either 2 or 4 as we like it. Okay, so let's run this now and see what we get. Okay, you can see I have my data.json and it looks properly indented and readable. Okay, but understand this, if I don't write this indent equal to 4, then all the data will be converted into a single line, as you see here. That is not a good practice. So we have to follow this rule and use the indent like this. Indent equal to, I will keep 4, and let me run this now. And then let me just open the JSON file. Here you can see you are good to go. And now you have converted a Python dictionary into a JSON file. Okay, so this is about the first part of the video, guys. In the next part of the video, I will show you how we can simply load this mydata.json and read the data from that file. Okay, thank you, and I hope you have understood this. If you have any doubts, you can post them in the comment section. And last but not the least, please don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel now, because that will motivate us to bring more and more videos to you. Okay, so this is Saurabh signing off. See you in the next tutorial. Okay, bye bye and happy learning.